Good day and welcome. Thank you so much. And I was caught up with the Anchor 360, and now that Mr. Ashmafara left, I thought I should come back here. So I just wanted to give that respect to him because he was speaking. And oh my goodness, you guys are already here. So thank you so much. I am going to just give me a moment here. Let me inform our sister because she wanted me to check to see. Let me let her know. Thank you. Just a moment, please. Yes, come on. There were a lot of people there already. All right, thank you. All right. While she's getting ready to come, and I am going to let us play one of our tunes that we've been playing. I thought about playing our international anthem always at the beginning, but because some people come later on, I always just want them. I just always just want to wait at the end. But hey, let us play our international anthem first today. Sometimes we can also play it at the end. It just works. It works just fine. Let me pull it up here. How was the 360 for you guys? What did you think? And I was just happy that happy to see Mr. Mufare. I don't really have that much to think about it, to talk about it right now. Not to think about it, but to talk about it. But I think it's a good thing that he keeps bringing up these updates to
Yes.
help us know what is going on. And communication is key, very important,
Yes.
and we thank God
Yes.
for that he's always making it happen.
60%.
That's right. Yes.
Yvonne, before and
Do you like it? How did you find it?
So, through live shopping, create
Well, I like the updates too. So you know you're one step closer to whatever he needs to get done. So that's good.
Yeah, everything takes steps, and sometimes you have
It's a process. It's all a process. It's very good, and
Yes,
it's working
it's a
out. So that's
process.
good.
Yep.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
very
him
good.
for these his transparency, as they call it.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good thing. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Everybody can put what they thought inside the chat if they please. Even though
Yes.
today's topic is actually about the unpassive journey. So it's another step,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes. Let
Yeah.
me we play our music and then we'll do our introduction. Thank you guys so much. They were already here. Thank you so much. Let's play our international anthem.
Yes.
We are here. We are on pass. Shining bright into the future. We rise high. We are a revolution.
Waiting for some more people to join today after the exciting update.
Standing tall, having we are the unicorn. We are the bringing home, shining bright. We're a nation we won, bringing soul. Humanity, let's rise high. Hanging tall, having we are
What was the message? Okay. There we go.
And
Win
it's a
it, win it.
it's a win. Happy Wellness Winning Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for your love,
Yes.
your commitment, your determination to come
Yep.
together so that together we can transform the life of every child, every parent, every home. Because when
Amen.
we are helping children, we must help the entire family. That means we are helping children holistically, not just one aspect and not the other. So I am just so happy today to hear from Mr. Ashman for just seeing him smiling and really assuring us that things are moving. There might be some glitches on the way, or maybe some little challenges here and there, and sometimes mistakes as well. These are things that build us up stronger and wiser, because all of these things are things that are built into what is called true success in life. And so nobody can go without those things. If somebody tells you that they don't have those, just understand that they might not be doing something good or something that they've been called to do. So we all encounter this thing, and we encounter them here in One Global Movement as well. So it was just nice to see him smiling and being happy and bringing us good news. So thank you guys so much for even just being here before us. And that's your love to transform children. So thank you for everything that you're doing. Attending this thing about 2 times a day is not easy. But when you have that commitment, just like Mr. Ashmufara, no matter what it takes, no matter how long, we will be here to make sure that we do it. And today's topic is so exciting, because we are excited to hear from you, your journey with ONPASSIVE. It says, Oh Bless O-CADEMY Revolution Part 128, embracing your unique journey with ONPASSIVE. We want to be able to embrace this particular journey, this unique journey with ONPASSIVE, because without that unique journey, we would not be here. We would not know ourselves. And in order to answer this unique journey, this question well, we must always search within our souls, within us, and ask ourselves three fundamental questions, which are questions that every human being has to ask themselves. Where are you from? Where are you from? Why are you here? Why were you placed on this earth to do? What were you placed to do? And where are you going with that assignment that you've been given to do? Where are you going with it? And we already know it, because being that one global movement is now really blossoming because of ONPASSIVE, we already know where we are going, because it is also in following in the footprints of Mr. Ashmufara and ONPASSIVE that we all are here, even though with different endeavors. But the ultimate goal is the journey, where we come from, where we are, and where we are going. That is the most important thing to know. And doing so with love, with that kind of integrity that can only come from the one that created us. Sometimes we're going to make mistakes. We're going to accept those mistakes. We're going to apologize, but we're going to be determined to correct it and move forward. And also correcting one another, because no one knows it all. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to just be so happy when how this journey is going to be. I want to really hear from you guys' journey with ONPASSIVE.
Yes, yes,
Summarize it and make it interesting, because this is an interesting journey to me. It is very interesting. So
yes,
embracing your unique journey with a great company involved several key strategies that align your own existence, personal growth with organizational success, love, and everything good that brought us here together. So I will leave our sister, who is the anchor lady for today, to take the stage. It's just going to be a conversation, and
that's
it should
right.
be a conversation, right? So let us
Yes.
have fun. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today, because we thought, well, ONPASSIVE over there at 360 was just going to grab all your attention and you would not come, but you love us. We love that. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
So for me, ONPASSIVE's journey started in 2019 in April, so it's just about 5 years. But we won't count that, because it's embracing. That's a good word, because you don't embrace something that's not positive. You would run from it.
Mhm.
And we're just going further and further into this. And then also it talks about the unique journey, which is another thing about ONPASSIVE. Everybody is welcome here. No matter how unique you are, ONPASSIVE fits the bill for you. So for me, I had a car accident, so that's why I had to retire early, because I had a lot of deep tissue pain and I just couldn't function properly anymore. Therapy and all that. So I could afford to retire, so thank God. And then, of course, with the insurance money, but that's my personal story. But ONPASSIVE then became my focus, because I thought when I retired, I would have to like watch my pennies, in the sense that I wasn't going to be able to do some of the financial things that I wanted, especially supporting all the charities for water, because that is my passion. And anywhere I see that need, my checkbook is out or my card is out, I just have to give and give. And so ONPASSIVE made it very personal for me, in the sense that the promise. I mean, regardless, I do learn and I do follow, and I am grateful for the ONPASSIVE family. But the attraction for me was what it promised, the financial part of it, so I can do what I want to do. And that's part of it. Oh, Bless is definitely geared to that. So I don't feel ashamed to say I came for the apples. Not just that, but the apples. We need apples in this earth,
Of
money,
course.
whatever you want to call
Of
it.
course.
This is how we send our causes too. So that's
Yes.
one of the reasons. And nothing has made me change my mind about what ONPASSIVE is going to do and is doing, because I'm a serial entrepreneur. And so I was glad when my friend called me and in April, and he's also one of those who there's no business that he doesn't give a chance. And I was like that too. But we have seen so many of them go away. But we don't, none of us have that feeling about ONPASSIVE. Yes, as Sister Mundih just said, we have challenges, right? Because that is how we can know that we're successful. If there were no challenges, what would we be successful at? And the thing about challenges is that when you overcome them, you can help other people. So even the people that are hesitant about coming in ONPASSIVE or coming in lately, we can say this is what we did. We know the training places that are happening. I mean, it really is a good family, in the sense that ONPASSIVE does look after us. We can always find a niche, just like the training niche that are going on elsewhere. And this particular specific one here, who is so focused on helping us fulfill the promise that Mr. Mufara has given us through this, is to go forth. And he says, start with your own families, then your communities, then your nations, then the world at large. And it's very doable, because ONPASSIVE is so huge. This is why we always asking everybody to keep remembering the branding. Write ONPASSIVE in huge letters,
Yes.
please, so that it becomes a mindset for people.
Yes.
ONPASSIVE is large. Anything you want, you can have it here. It's good, it's pure, and it is happening. Don't let anybody fool you. It's not going to go away. Passive is here to stay. And this is what I love about this journey. It gives you such positive vibes,
Mm-hmm.
positive feeling. You put yourself in something really worthwhile,
Mm-hmm.
foundational, helping
Yes.
children, helping the marginalized of the world. I mean, many of us did not see that coming. I did not think I would be able to do it in this large scale. And I can
Mm-hmm.
see it happening now with my water. And now I can do one global movement and any other thing I choose to. So that's
Yep.
my unpassive story. I have been glad to find this company, and it's been glad to find me, because I believe what you're looking for is also
It's also
looking for you.
looking for you.
Thank you. Thank you
That's
for
so
listening.
cool. Yes, I love that. I really love that. This is very interesting. I love this. I love
Yeah,
it. I love it because
yeah.
what you are looking for is also looking for you.
Looking for you. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And because we've chosen to look for great things will always come our way.
Absolutely.
And
It
great
depends on
things
where
are
you
not
put your,
easy.
yeah,
Remember,
yeah, yeah.
when you are looking for something great, to
Yes.
transform the world the way Mr. Ashmufara is trying to do is not an easy task. When you
No.
look for those things, don't think that, oh, it's great things are coming. Because
Oh,
when you are giving great things, those great things also come with its own responsibilities.
of course.
But when
Absolutely.
you have that positive mind, that good mind that wants to transform humanity, there's always going to be a way. You know, this embracing my journey, embracing, that's really a good term, like you said, because
Yes.
no one wants to embrace something that is
No,
not good,
no,
you know.
no.
I know that we've embraced a lot of things in our lives because when you want to do something good, you're always in search of ways and people and resources that you want to invest in those things. But to
Yes.
embrace this one, I think to me, this is the best and the greatest investment. Embracement with all the other ones before coming to one on passive. And I know that we all must have done the same thing in
Mm-hmm.
different ways and in different societies. I have spent a lot of resources, financial resources, of course,
Mm-hmm.
invested, travel out of state and travel out just to want to see what I can do to help
Mm-hmm.
myself, my family, and these children that I adopted, nine. Well, I don't know what I was thinking to adopt nine children, but I did. But then I also adopted all the children of the world. And it's
Yeah.
right inside me that is always just being like haunting me. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Sometimes I'll have two and a half jobs, three jobs, not really sleeping, not paying attention even to my son. And
Yeah.
I just kept saying, Lord, help me. Help
Yes.
me to be able to help these children of the world, especially the village where I was born, because they came together to help me. So
Mm-hmm.
you see me, people always think that, I don't know the word that they always use. They said, you are abnormal. Even from little, when I was growing, they call me, they say I'm abnormal. I don't do the usual thing that kids will come back from, they go on holiday, they do going to the club I don't drink, I don't do those things. So they look at me as abnormal, which I
Right.
didn't care because I was trained to live life for yourself. Don't live life to please anybody. Don't be
Right.
a people pleaser. But sometimes in certain situations, like for instance, in case of an emergency, you must please somebody, you know? So
Yes.
I work with the when at my job, which I left just like you, and I'm glad that you are alive. God save you. You're here,
Thank you.
healthy now. The same thing happened to me when I was beaten. I woke up in the hospital. My brain, I'm still recovering from a traumatic brain injury. I'm still recovering, but thank God, God has helped me. I'm recovering. But here's one thing: sometimes when you're not doing what God has called you to do, there's a
Mm-hmm.
way that God would really push you so that you can get out of there. All
Yes.
along, I started working only here in the United States because I came here very young.
Mm-hmm.
And everywhere that I go to work, it's always taking care of people, but people are like, well, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be out there speaking to people, writing books. And I'm like, and that is what I wanted from the beginning in Cameroon. I wanted to be a journalist, but
Yes.
because the tuition was too much, and my grandmother and my mother and the village could not do that, they sent me to do something else. But having that opportunity to come here in the United States where you have so many choices. So
Yeah.
at the job, one of these colleagues, he is so business oriented. We always
Mm-hmm.
talk our investment options, what we can do. We share our knowledge, we learn with one another. When people
Mhm.
are talking, I don't get involved. If he's not at the job, I go and sit and be reading my book and be writing my things, And they get so mad with me. And then they will say something that I can get upset, but I'll bust out laughing. Be like, what? Why is she always excited? But this guy that we are so close together, and he's the one who brought on passive to me.
Yeah.
And I'm the kind that take risk, but I'm not saying that you should go take risk like me. I take risk, and taking those risks, I have learned a lot along the way. I
Yes.
don't I don't succeed in all of them. I've not really succeeded in some of them the way that I want to, but I believe that because I don't know, and a lot of
Mhm.
those things I have to learn them afresh. So
Mhm.
what on passive to me, I said, you again another one. I said I need to talk to the person, to Mr. Ashmufari. I want to talk to Mr. Ashmufari. He said, okay,
Yes.
we'll call him. We call, nobody picks up the phone. We call, and he is there really registering and also sharing it with other people. And he
Yes.
didn't pick up the phone. I said, how can I write to this man? I need for him to talk to me because I need to know. And the way he talked about on passive was really good. It really gripped my heart.
Yes.
And I decided, I said, you know what? $105 is nothing. I have really given away more thousands of dollars. And but
Mhm.
in that journey, I have also learned a lot, and part of which is contributing to everything that I'm doing here with the children.
Mhm.
And so I
Mhm.
decided to join. And in so doing, I wasn't the kind that was going to be trying to share with people because people will be asking you questions and everything. I thought about all the projects that I want to do for the world and
Yes.
my village. At number one is to feed, because feeding people is part of our culture,
Yeah.
and our home is in a place where all roads come right there, they converge and come right there. Everybody has to stop there to eat, to talk, to do something, and that's part of the culture. And being that I'm
Mhm.
a mantle of hope for my family, the next mantle I was chosen when I was 2 years old. And when I was initiated at the age of 12, it's just like initiating me into womanhood or adulthood. And so
Yeah.
I was given that mantle, which I always like to let people know is right here. It doesn't
Yeah.
deplete. It
Mhm.
symbolizes the greatest things in the world, and especially for humanity. So my grandmother said, now you take this mantle to the world for women and children. But don't you forget where you come from, this
Yeah.
village. Make sure every woman and every child is helped, and help the best. And no, regardless of where they come from, regardless of their financial situation, make
Yeah.
sure you help them. That God has lined your path with
Yeah.
people that are going to help you cross. And being foolish as a child, I'm like, Grandma, where are they? Can I go visit them? Say no. I don't know them myself, but they are there. And so when On Passive came, I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. If you do not try something, you will not know if you're going to succeed or not. And sometimes we say, oh, I wasted my money. It's not money wasted. For me, if you say On Passive ends today, I will be happy because truly I have gained a lot from On Passive knowledge that could have cost me thousands of dollars, just like my student loan. So I joined on passive.
Yeah.
Now I started registering everything under all the projects that I want to do. One of the One Global Movement was already in existence, but I
Yeah.
did not just have the way to make it grow so that it can reach
Mhm.
every child. And when On Passive came and Mr. Ashmufara will come and talk, say, oh, wow, you can register your nonprofit under here. So you raise money well. This is what is all the knowledge. If you see me, I have books, exercise books, and a lot of notes. And so that is how I joined 3 years ago. And I joined, I think it was,
Sister, sorry. Watch your mic.
okay. Do you hear me
Yeah.
now?
Yes. When you are like that distance, it's perfect. Yes. Yes.
Okay, let me try to increase the volume a little bit. Okay. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So
Mhm.
now with all those projects, I was so happy. Something was telling me that this will be your bridge, the final bridge, and this is the bridge. And I became so obsessed with Unpassive and I was doing everything. I was making sure I attend webinars, and during that time I was struggling with my brain injury. And one time I really wanted to talk to Mr. Ashman so bad, since I didn't succeed to talk before I registered. So there was the Canadian meet and greet. But before I got to the Canadian meet and greet, I had questions and nobody could answer. The person that initiated me into ONPASSIVE could not answer those questions. I went to the back office. I said, somebody has to answer this question. I'm not going to bed. Today was a Sunday until my question is answered. Then I just opened the back office. I saw this man, this black man standing there. And I look at the name. I said, Lord, help me find him on Facebook. I went straight to Facebook. I put the name there. Bingo, he came. And that's how I connected with Mr. Mike Ojong Tambia. And within 10 minutes, he got back to me. Oh my goodness. I said, wow. And that's how we started. We started talking. And then I started attending his webinar. And then when it came to the Canadian meet and greet, I wanted to talk to Mr. Ashman so bad. My eyes were not seeing well then because of the injury. I was crying. I said, God help me. I went into the bathroom, washed my face and my eyes. I turned the thing on and off about 6 times. In the end, when it was just about 2 minutes to the end of the webinar, they said they give only 40 seconds for people to speak. I said, Lord, this is my only chance. I was crying like a child. This is my only chance to speak to this man that I've been wanting to speak to. And when it came to my turn, I was one but last. It came to my turn. My eyes opened. I saw everything on the computer, and I was given only 40 seconds. I said, this is my chance. One word is what is going to clear the path for me to be able to help children. And I spoke, and I cut it off. Mr. Ashman, exactly, just timing in my head. He said, Yvonne, Mr. Ashman said, Yvonne, has anybody ever told you that you're perfect? I said, I don't know. And I was crying. And he said, because that's who you are, I am going to know more about you.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
I was so happy till that day. I'm quoting all those things. I have the video. I want to just trim and go to the last section where he was speaking to me, you know.
Right,
and
right.
Since then, things have been happening. They must not happen the way that we want. Always remember that there's time for everything. There's time for everything under the sun. And this time, let us utilize it, because remember that if these apples were coming the way that we wanted, a lot of us will get sick of the apples. This time is for us to really build ourselves emotionally, psychologically, and really think about the plans that we have to do. You cannot just get those apples and just, you don't know what to do. The apples, it's okay. It's technology.
Sorry about that.
It's technology, don't worry. So these apples will come. Like, we're talking about water projects. This is one of the things of One Global Movement, and thank God, God is bringing us together so that we can do this water project with Sister Yvonne Finn in Canada. We're talking about counseling children and paying tuition for children like Esther. Legacy from the parents. We're talking about Sister Sharon Ballyhoo, who is specialized in making sure that children are protected by all costs. A lot of us here, and you guys in the chat, we all know what we're doing. So what is your journey? How did you embrace ONPASSIVE? Why did you come here? So we want to hear from you. Meanwhile, we can just be discussing here, and then we will go to the chat and read about the people, because there are a lot of things now that we came to ONPASSIVE. We are still embracing different things that we've come to see in ONPASSIVE. So I'll let you go ahead.
Well, yeah, for me, ONPASSIVE is absolutely a unique, never before done business. And as I said, I've been through many of them. And whether you have access to the CEOs or those who are leading them or not, it doesn't protect you from being let down with them, because it means many of these businesses would go down overnight. Most of them were online, so that you would go to log in and they were just not there. But I never had that feeling about ONPASSIVE. So this is one of the unique things about it. I mean, it's a very different journey, because, you know, this kind of relationship, business or otherwise, it depends on the person's trustworthiness, right? And if you trust the person, then you don't have that kind of fear. I remember going to every single webinar when we were first doing the corporate, very formalized ones, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
you would learn something. I think I have them saved somewhere. You would just listen to him over and over, just the force and the passion with it. Because as I said to you earlier, it was the right time, because what you are seeking is seeking you.
Yep.
Even the water projects, this, I can't open any social platform without seeing some invite or some, you might like this type of stuff. This morning I opened my LinkedIn and there was Matt Damon, and I never even knew that he had a water project, because I think people are realizing just, I mean, I don't know why it took us so long, just how necessary it is for all of us to do it. Don't wait in governments and NGOs and organizations. It's us,
Mhm.
by one, wherever we are, and
Yep.
especially the people who already have the resources. And he was so simple and down to earth. I'm talking about Matt Damon now, who's one of my favorite actors. But there it was, another one to support. It's called water.org. And I thought, I never even knew he had this. But you
Mhm.
can just tell the passion in his voice about it. And he's also for women. So he's got double things going on there, water and supporting of women and children, right? So that
Yep.
that just makes me say, oh, this is for what we are doing. So Unpassive is really a mindset opener. It's a life opener, and it just is so starting in the right way, so positive. There's no hidden agenda here. He's very clear and transparent. That is a very unique thing in this world, because so many people are doing things just for themselves or just to be seen. Promotion, self promotion. Ashma Farah doesn't have any of that. He tells you like it is. Just a while ago, he was so transparent, telling us about the challenges as he can.
Mhm.
It's limited to what he can share. And then he tells us that we've passed another hurdle. It's just like a family
Yep.
where people talk about their challenges, right? And, they got a job or they went through a health issue or whatever. He just shares and shares and shares. And we can feel very, 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 very good in embracing this journey, because we're doing it with a person who's authentic, has our good interest at heart. And so let's just keep doing it. Let's just keep doing it.
Let's just keep doing it. That is so true. Let us
Yeah.
just keep doing it, because think about it. If you are going to quit on passive now, you're going to start again from elsewhere, and you're not even sure what that is going to be. I keep embracing this on passive more and more. And I told myself, I said, this is it. On
Yes.
passive, Mr. Ashmufara, my entire family knows, including my grandmother, who is 108, going to be 109. You know, and my mom will just
I
say, "Are
love
you
that.
going to listen to Mufara?" She calls it differently, but it's Ash Mufara. We're going to Ash Mufara, and when is he coming here so that I can cook for him? I said,
Oh,
"Mom,
that's cute.
I'm not going to come here, Mom, for you to cook."
She means to Africa?
No, here, right here. My mom is here.
Oh, here in the
When
US.
is he
Okay,
gonna
yeah.
come here? So I said, Mom, no, that's not the way he's gonna come just like that. So,
You
but
never know. You
they will
never
cook. And
know.
my mom is a founder too, because my son bought an account for himself and bought one for the grandmother
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I embrace this journey. I am somebody that is a heavy sleeper, and I take naps from the way I was trained as a child.
Right.
And I don't take those naps that much anymore, because there is one thing or the other to be done. Because time waits for no one. But that is not to say you shouldn't sleep. When you get your 8 hours of
Oh,
sleep at night,
absolutely.
very
Absolutely.
good. You want to stay in good health, because
Yes.
if you're not, forget about the
Yes.
apples. You're not
Yes.
going to see
Yes.
those
Yes.
apples. Even when you see them, you can enjoy them. But here's
Yes.
the thing that I keep embracing on passive more and more, and I'm not going to quit embracing it. When you listen to Mr. Ashmufara speaks, you know that this man is out for the world. It's
Yes.
out for people. He's not here for gains. Keep in mind that before now, we know the monopolies, the companies that are out there, and we know how we have been throwing our money away, but not actually getting what is called quality, safety, purity. A company that is built on high values, moral values, and ethical standards. Because when you establish yourself based on these natural principles, things are bound to go well. And when they go
Mhm.
well, you will enjoy them well. But look at all the companies out there. So I am just so happy. I embrace it more and more. Think about O-Academy. Remember, education is one of the things that set me free, gave me that freedom, and
Mhm.
that I can be able to sit here among you guys, and we converse, we talk about things that we can help the world. O-Academy, when I think about how young people are dying in the seas, in the forest, in search of greener pastures. When I think about how institutions and governments of the world are so corrupt, and when I think about how a selected few are putting their foot on the neck of those who cannot defend themselves, it becomes so disheartening. When I think about the way the world has been so ravished and relegate a lot of people, particularly our children who cannot defend themselves, to the background. They're hungry. They cannot have education. Even if they do, they don't have quality education. They look upon themselves like they don't belong, that they're not normal human beings, and they're labeled. And this really aches my heart. And these are beautiful, precious children. And I embrace ONPASSIVE more because ONPASSIVE is built upon the foundation of the child. From the story of a little boy. And now he didn't set up to make ONPASSIVE this monster, this humongous. But this is a monster. He said I'm building a monster that is going to make your ears pop.
Yes.
And the world is gonna know you by name, and we're going to be the correction to the corruption. All of these things, why would you create a situation where a child cannot eat, a child cannot live in a home, a child will be sleeping on the street and begging, most of the time doesn't even, and then get involved in crimes because the child is trying to eat. So because of ONPASSIVE is here to eliminate all of that, and using this machine learning, artificial intelligence, in a way that it will not even call for fights or argument with anybody. This is what I'm embracing. And I'm going to continue to embrace it because it's going to do a lot. Don't you think so, Sister Yvonne?
I do. And I'm seeing some thing in here. It is saying it is beyond money. Of course, it's beyond money. If it was just money, people would have done it a long time ago, right?
You're right.
Mr. Mapara obviously has a lot going on for him. He says that all the time. Yep. He doesn't really care about that. And I mean, that's why he's not gouging anybody. And, the products are reasonable, and he's trying very hard to make sure to keep his commitment of just the twice out of pocket, all those kinds of things. But we have to be realistic. And as I've always said, life is about balance. We live on the earth, and it takes money to pay your way here.
Yep.
Right? Let's not be silly. And this is what he's trying to make sure. That's why the foundation of ONPASSIVE has got to be secure. And of course, that's why the powers that be are so opposed, because they want that for themselves. They want the status quo to remain. And he's saying, no, this is enough, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But it's built on a business. It's a hardcore business. He's using the technology, and no one is doing it as best as he is. You can tell, because he was just talking a while ago about speaking with the minds that he's getting to come and support in this business. So that he has that hard, solid foundation, but he also has a soft heart, which is the perfect balance, head and heart, right?
Yep.
There's no, even in the Bible, it speaks about there's no one way or the other. You must balance this. That's why it talks about discernment and wisdom, right? And understanding. We have to balance those. And this is another thing that ONPASSIVE has in spades. He's known how to make the tough decisions. And now he's learning more and more, even what he can share with us. He's balancing out that some more. So this is and the thing is, we have an inside view of these things because we're going along with it, right? It's not just that he's coming and telling us, we're seeing it happen. All he asks us to do is just to move along with him. Don't get left behind. Yeah. Because he promises that no one will be left alone, but he can't carry you on his back. You have to make your own steps.
Yes.
ONPASSIVE is just so unique, not just unique for each person, but it's a unique business, right?
Yes.
Nothing has been done before like it. So
Yes. Because think about it. When this man says, I call him this man because he is a strange kind of a human being. I call it respectfully. Yes. He is a strange kind of a human being because a man that says in very simple terms, because life doesn't need to be complicated the way it has been complicated, especially for our young ones who cannot defend themselves. When he says, if somebody offers you a good meal, won't you want to share that meal with others? He also says, God created the world with more than enough.
Absolutely.
Why do we want to seize things from other people when we have our wealth right around,
Mhm.
just all over us and around us and inside of us?
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
when he
Mhm.
says, I want to uplift humanity, but we cannot uplift humanity without a good heart. And I'm
No.
going to, he says, it's a do it or I die, putting his
Yes.
life on the line. That
Yep.
is very important. I take those things very, very seriously.
Yep.
And this he said a lot of things, and you see him really acting, really putting these things into action, not
Yes.
just saying them. You see,
Yes.
one time, he's such a funny man. He has a great sense of humor.
She does. She's very witty.
And the son came around and said, oh, there's a naked human being here. And then he paid attention to the son, which is what we are doing here in One Global Movement. You have
Absolutely.
to really, really stop, drop, and pay attention. That's why we
Yes.
say, even if you bring your children here, or your child or your family calls you, that family is your number one God.
Absolutely.
Because before One Global Movement, that family is there. You got to drop, stop, and really go pay attention to
I
that. So
agree.
when Mr. Ash Mufara begins to say these things, and you see them manifesting itself, things that nobody has ever said.
No.
People are only using people, particularly children, young girls, to extract money. Women
Yes.
and children are being used. We know it.
Yep.
We know it. They are being really pushed to the backwaters of life.
Yep.
And because of ONPASSIVE, Mr. Ash Mufaro wants us to come along with him, and he will lead the way while we follow to really empower ourselves. Of course, finances is number one. If we don't have those finances, we will not be
Exactly.
able to do what we need to do in the world.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
finances is the last thing, when you must have really, really feel yourself so gospel in the way you do things. I mean, truthfulness,
Yeah.
integrity, with high ethical standard, not discounting this child and counting the other one. All inclusion, choices, education that is tailored to meet the specific and unique needs of every child, every individual, is what he is doing, something that has never been done before. And look
Yeah.
at the way the world is going today.
Mm.
A lot of people are discounting the public school system for their children. But who are you? Because of the powers that be, you just keep quiet and you do what you know is right for
Yep.
yourself, your family, and the children of the world. So
Yep.
I embrace Mr. Ash Mufara whole and whole. I've always said, even if it wasn't to happen today, I have gained too much from the University of ONPASSIVE, more than,
Too
if
much.
I was to pay, I would pay a lot of money, get that knowledge.
Yes.
But here we
Yes.
have it free. And this man continuously say, I am your brother. What CEO? He will come like the other CEO. I'm the boss here. You have to
Yeah.
listen to me. He does
Yes.
not do that.
No.
Simple, loving. And he said, the other time he said, no one, no one is going to stop ONPASSIVE,
That's right.
because ONPASSIVE is for the people, is by the people. ONPASSIVE is human to human, which brings
Absolutely.
into it the aspect of love, the
Mm-hmm.
aspect of, I am here because you are there. The aspect of we can come together and we can literally eliminate hunger, illiteracy, poverty, and all other social challenges that face our children and
Yeah.
families worldwide. That no person, no one is yet to be born by a woman that is going to stop ONPASSIVE. When you
Mhm.
say things like this and you leave them, I'm telling you, it will
Very
touch the
powerful.
strings of God, and ONPASSIVE cannot help but succeed, so that we too can succeed here and continue to take this ONPASSIVE revolution, ONPASSIVE gospel into our various endeavors for the same goal, to uplift humanity. So
Yes.
it's amazing. It's
It
amazing.
is. It is. But when you found your calling, and I mean, he would feel very unfulfilled if this is what he's been called to do, as we all have what we've been called to do in lesser or greater degrees. This is his mantle. This is his. And
Yes.
I mean, I think that's part of his happiness. Because I mean, when you don't know what you're here for, it leaves you blowing in the wind. But
Mhm.
when you are sure that what you are doing is the thing, and it's a good thing, right? It's not a bad thing, it's a good
Yep.
thing.
It's a good thing.
That is why he can make those bold statements, do it or
Yep.
die, or no one can stop it. And he means it.
Yep.
because he doesn't see why anyone should. Of course, they are going to try. He can't control that. You can't control other people's behavior, but he knows that he's grounded. And
Yes.
passive is in the perfect hands. He's checked all the boxes
Hmm.
because he's got that lovely heart and he's
Hmm.
got that good business sense, because he didn't say we should go out with bowls and start begging.
No.
He's making a company that no one has seen, the profits that are geared to come from this. Let's face it, that's what
Yep.
he's talking about. The
Yep.
money, the apples, whatever it's going to be able to overshadow and overwhelm all the other bad behaviors. We
Mm.
won't need to be bowing and scraping, as you said, to people who we know don't mean us any good. Young girls won't have to prostitute themselves,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
This is what he's aiming to eradicate. And so let us just make sure we keep in step with Mr. Mafara. That's what I
Yes,
think.
yes. So certainly. And you see, when I think about David and Goliath in
Yeah.
the scriptures, Mr.
Mhm.
Ashmara fits so well in this
Yes.
concept. David
Yes.
and Goliath. You
Yeah.
know, we have all these monopolists out there. They've been in this field for such a long time, and they're not providing value, and they are extorting our hard-earned money, and not like I just had a problem with the internet just last week, and
Yeah, I
I've been
remember.
having this problem consistently for 3 weeks. I had
Yeah.
it before, and I thought, you know what, in everything mistakes will come, and but they did it consistently for 3 weeks, and I had to speak to one of the customer service person. I said, wouldn't it be the right thing for you guys to do to refund my money that you take automatically from my account every month, and you're not providing the services? I am teaching, I am working, serving young people and children in the world. And we have to pay particular attention. Won't you have something stand by that when this doesn't work, it will kick in, but you continuously take money from my account automatically
Yeah.
without even apologizing? Well,
Yeah.
I want to speak to your to the manager.
Supervisor. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
otherwise, I'm going to write a letter, because these are some of the things that we are fighting against. When you do that, you don't know what that child, the children that are hooked onto One Global Movement, they're expecting us. If they don't get it, now you have really sent that child to go otherwise when they were
Yes.
not supposed to.
Yes.
The guy was really said, I understand, man, ma'am, I'm really so. I said, make sure you put all what I'm saying right there in those notes,
Exactly.
so that they will see it. Now, coming
Yes.
to David and Goliath, because
Yeah.
I'm very serious about these things, because when they treat a child in a way that is not good, I don't want to see that, So coming to
Exactly.
David and Goliath, with all these monopolies, they call themselves the ocean, the Titan, and all of these things, but they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Now think about Mr. Ashmufara. He's this so tiny with a slingshot fighting with Goliaths. So
Yeah.
many Goliaths. And he's just by himself with a sling.
Yeah.
But when you have a slingshot that is implanted in the soil of the creator,
Closer to the mic.
when you have a slingshot that is implanted in the grace and the mercy of Almighty God, the one that created us, because he wants us to be co-creators with him.
Yes.
Nobody can do him anything. He might be David with a slingshot, but the slingshot is going to slay Goliath. He
Yep.
is going to be successful because he is planting himself in Almighty God. Because when you plant yourself in people, you are implanting yourself in the grace of God. And this is what Mr. Ashmufara is doing. You see him, he's not a preacher. I'm not a preacher. And anyway, I don't even go to church all the time, but he always says, the man upstairs, the spirits are talking to me, and so this is just what it is. It is
He lets
that's in nature.
yes, he lets his actions and his results speak for themselves.
Yes.
That's the difference between him and all the other people making noises, saying that they're going to do, and they're just doing it for show. That's not what he's doing. He's actually walking his talk, as the saying goes.
Yes.
He
Action,
talks it and he walks it.
action,
Yes.
and action. And
Yeah.
that's why God gave us one mouth to speak little, 2 ears
2 ears to hear. Yes.
He's doing just that. So thank you guys so much. We may as well just go into the chat. Let's see what the audience are embracing here with ONPASSIVE and sharing. So I'm so happy with this.
Yes.
And Karunja, now you took your position today. The first person here.
Oh, he's
again.
the first one. He made it.
Yeah.
Welcome,
For
Karun.
a while, he was always the first. Thank you so much. We have Juliet Lady J. Hello, Lady J. How are you? Thank you so much for being with us here today. And we have Apita Joseph, my brother Joseph. How are you? Thank you for joining us here today. What is your journey? How have you embraced and why have you embraced that journey with Unpassive? So thank you guys so much. We have Sarah Muki. Muki seems to be a name from my village, Moki. So hopefully. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us here today. We highly appreciate that. Thank you. And we have Raj Purohit. Purohit. Hello, Raj. Thank you so much for joining us here. Come again. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, share, turn on the notification bell, and press the big thumbs up. When you turn on the notification bell, press all so that you don't miss out on when we go live and for when we have fresh content. Continue to share because this is for every household, every child in the world. Don't keep it to yourself. This movement is not for us. It is for all of us, the entire world. So let us do the best that we can to extend it to everyone. Thank you so much. And of course, we have our brother, Levi Mamabolo from the sunny Pretoria. How are you? Evening, everyone. Hashtag Queens, hashtag Kings, hashtag One Heart, hashtag One Global Movement. You always have very beautiful hashtags. And thank you for welcoming everyone here. And of course, the managing director is here says, well, nothing on 360 to be excited about. So let's go and welcome to One Global Movement.
Oh, John.
Feel free to comment here in the chat. Please type your thoughts and comments. Thank you. Mokla, sir, we miss you. How are you, sir? Thank you for coming back. I know that you've been busy with family and work, but we are glad to have you here again today. Thank you so much. Love you on Passive. We are so in need to win it. Thank Ash Mufara, sir. Thank Tech Team. And Mokla, sir, let us write Unpassive in big letters, in uppercase letters. Okay. That is the name, the way the name of the company is written. It is branding. And we are big because we are global. We are a movement in Unpassive. So write it in big letters. And Sister Yvonne is going to be really showing an example as we move along here. Thank you so much for being with us today. And Doma Leka, how are you? Thank you for being with us here today. And we have Maidan Mishra. How are you? Thank you so much for being with us today. We highly appreciate you. And of course, Juanita Slack is here. We love you, sister. Thank you so much. And we have Yusuf. How are you? Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us here today. We love you. Oh my God, Rachel. Rachel Violet is here today. How are you, sister? Thank you so much. We are so grateful to have you here with us today. And say hello to every child around you and around your area. Thank you so much. We have Akansha Gupta. How are you, Akansha? Thank you so much for being here with us today. We highly appreciate you. Please, if you're new, be sure to subscribe and share. And if you look on the flyer, there is our WhatsApp group. You can also sign to be a part of that because it is good to hear from everybody. We want an all inclusion and choices for our children, and this entails each and every one of us contributing in one way or the other so that these children can fit into all of these choices and they can feel included because we are doing so by modeling it ourselves. So thank you so much. And Madam says, welcome everyone. We are so in it to win it all, Jet. Yes, that is, well, sorry, Divya is not here today to interpret that. And Manoj Singh says, Joe Unpassive. Yes, thank you so much, Manoj, for being here today. Let us try to write Unpassive in big words, big capital letters, uppercase letters, okay? Thank you so much. And of course, Kayandari is here today. We love you, sir. And Unpassive, you see that? That is the way Unpassive is supposed to be written, exactly the way Mr. Kayandari has written it. Unpassive in big capital letters. Thank you so much, sir. And Mr. John says, Mokla Rahman, please learn how to type our company name. Please, it is never to be typed in lowercase, but only uppercase letters. All caps like this.
Yep.
ONPASSIVE, not
Yes.
lowercase letters, right? So please let us all do that. Okay. The CEO would love to see us do that. And we have Vinay Sani. Look at the pretty little girl.
Mhm.
How are you? Thank you so much for joining us here today. We love you. Come again and encourage people in your environment to also come. And we love that beautiful little girl. Those are the people that we are working here for. Thank you so much. And Rachel says, hello, Dr. Mundi, Yvonne Finn. Thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank
And
you.
Juanita Slack say, hello, a great day, beloved sisters, Dr. Mundi, Yvonne Finn. Thank you so much, sister. We love
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Ajit Bera. Oh my God. We thank God for you guys for knowing about OnPassive and
Yes.
also transferring that to One Global Movement so that we can help children of the world. Thank you so much for coming here. If not of OnPassive, One Global Movement will not know anyone here. And One Global Movement will not have gone this far along. I can tell you, One Global Movement is going to be 10 years in October, but I've not really gone this far. But I am doing this now because of OnPassive and because OnPassive brought us together here. So thank you
Yes.
so much.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
forget to subscribe, please. And
Mhm.
our panelists here, Sister Yvonne says, greetings to our loyal supporters who have joined us today after the exciting updates by Mr. Ash Mufari. We appreciate your presence here on One Global Movement. Thank you so much.
Mhm. Thank you.
And of course, the dancing queen, Nancy Jody, is here. One Global movement. Oh my God, more reasons for me to dance after listening to Mr. So true, so true. I just love to really see him being happy because he goes through a lot of stress related things just because he wants to help us and the world.
Yep.
And I love this song very, very much. We are the unicorn. I love it too. Oh, we do. All of us. I love it. If you listen to it, there's a lot of things that you can write books upon books from that song. So it's a
Yeah.
very good song, Lepka. I
Mhm.
love it too.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for appreciating that. Ama Chan Bati, how are you? Welcome to One Global Movement. Speak with Heart. Here is where we hashtag speak from our heart for all children and families in the world. We welcome you here on Passive Families and Ash Mufare. Good morning, Amachan Bati. Thank you so much. And let us always remember to write on Passive in big capital letters. All right. Thank you so
Mhm.
much for being with us. We highly appreciate you. And Manab Singh, please learn to type our company name correctly, all upper case letters, not lowercase, but all caps like this. Not this, but on passive. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, John, for taking note of that. We appreciate that. And then
Mhm.
Aline Modin, how are you? Thank you so much for being here with us. We highly appreciate you for being here today with us and contributing. Come again and encourage other people to come so that together we can reach every child in the world. Thank you so much. And Doma Lepka said, hello, my wonderful hashtag on passive family. We are so blessed and so in it to win it. Yes. Thank
Yes.
you so
Yes.
much. Thank you so much, Lepka.
Yes.
We highly
Absolutely.
appreciate that. Thank you. And let me go down here. We have Marie. Marie Giles is in the house. Thank you so much for being with us, Marie. We love you. We appreciate you. Come again and encourage other people to be here so that we will reach every child easily through the OnPassive founding members. So thank you so much for being here with us. And hashtag OnPassive is big, massive, and all written in capital letter. It is. It is actually the biggest. So let us
Yeah.
write it in capital letters. So thank
Mhm.
you so much. And hello, everyone, and welcome to One Global Movement. Speak with Heart today. Please feel free to comment here in the chat about your journey with OnPassive. What do you think about the OnPassive journey? Yes, a great journey. And we go down here. We have SK Abdul Jabbar. How are you, Abdul? Thank you so much, sir, for being with us today. We highly appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all the newbies that have heard about One Global Movement and what we stand for, and they decided to come and support us. Keep coming. No
Yeah.
child, when you have a child, every child is loved, educated, and nurtured by the entire village, the entire world. And our village now is the world village. And so, made it so small through this product that Mr. Ash Mufara and the team are building. We have to come together in order to love and nurture these children and educate them the way they should be. So, thank you so much for the new people that are coming. Keep sharing and keep watching One Global Movement so that these kids, instead of focusing on negative TV, they can focus on these good things that are going to uplift them, and also to give them the hope. There is a child that is just waiting for the voice of hope, is waiting for a bowl of soup, is waiting for a glass of fresh, clean water to drink. They don't have. But we are here when we pull ourselves together, the way Mr. Ash Mufara has brought us together, we can eradicate these things overnight. So thank you so much, SK Abdul, for being here. And Joseph Kefo, how are you? Thank you so much for being with us here. Greetings to all our brand ambassadors. Thank you so much, Joseph, for being here. You are my brother because my brother's name is Joseph as well. Thank you. Hashtag unpassive is hashtag delicious. In fact, it is hashtag unpassilicious. I always like when, when you write that, John. That
I
is so
know.
neat. I love it. Very neat. Aziza, how are you? Thank you so much, sister, for being with us here today. We love you. Come again and encourage other people. We really, really highly encourage us to share this and begin to build your own communities. And if you have children or young people that have a Gmail account, with your discussion, excuse me, and permission, you can bring it to us to One Global Movement. We help them to register so that in the future, when they are unable to activate those accounts, One Global Movement will be able to look for a way to help these children to activate their account and start building their own generational wealth as well. So thank you guys so much. I always put that out there because One Global Movement has a lot of programs, not one, not two, not three, that will be able to suit every corner of the world globally. But we're going to do it depending on the culture of that environment so that the child has to grow and learn following their own culture. So thank you so much. Thank you. And Marija says Cabo Verde. I don't know what that means. Thank you so much, though. I think it's a good thing. And of course, Sir AP is here. Who I am, what is the purpose of my birth? I don't know really, but I wish to die better than a worm. So may I live after my life. There you go. That is the true meaning of embracing unpassive, isn't it? We have to rob the cemetery, like Dr. Miles Monroe said. You do not want to take what God has given you to the cemetery. You have to empty out yourself into the world. Because if we are talking about the gold mines of the world, they are right in the cemetery among people that did not empty out themselves into the world, that died with what God has given them to share with the world. We here in One Global Movement, we want to empty out ourselves in the best way possible into children of the world so that when we die empty, so that God can reincarnate us to come back again and even do better, right? So let us do the best. So thank you so much for that.
So Cabo Verde is a country in Africa. So I'm ashamed to tell you that you don't know that.
You know, they create all these little countries all the time. According to how they want to exploit it, they create this one, create that one. Yes,
So we'll have to ask Marie Jose if how what we don't know about that little country because I've never seen it before either. So
yes. Can you tell us a little bit about that country?
please, Maria.
Which are the
Maria.
neighboring countries? How can we get to understand? But I'm going to copy it down and also research on it. But thank you
Okay,
so
good.
much for that.
Thank
Absolutely, Sister Yvonne Finn. Thanks for mentioning that. Whatever you mention, I think everything you mentioned is good. And of course, our man Ashok is here. Ashok, thank you so much for your love for ONPASSIVE, Mr. Ash Mufare, and all of us here with those beautiful hearts and prayers and flowers. And the only thing is, let us remember to write ONPASSIVE in big capital letters. And Masti with double. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us. We highly, highly appreciate you. And thank you and welcome, Mr. AP Mahusadhanan. And we keep going down here. We have Benut Hara. Benut Hara Saho. How are you? My goodness, look at those beautiful flowers. I love them.
I know.
Oh,
Pretty,
I'm going to take a picture of it. These are beautiful. I love those flowers and the wall on it. In it to win it, sir.
Yeah.
In it to win it. Thank you so much for being with us here today. And Medan Mishra says, ONPASSIVE family, Namaskar, all mother of all business. We are so in it to win it. Yes, we are so in it to win it. 100% plus. Yes. And we have Indranil Mondal. How are you? Thank you so much for being with us here today. We highly appreciate you. Come again and encourage other people to come as well. Now, I think it's the poet. The poet, it's time for poetry now. Let's not as dust in the ground, but a blazing metal, fire crown, though brief the course, the heavens ignite, a glorious ember taking flight. Yes.
Amen.
That is a description of ONPASSIVE. We are taking flight, and nobody can stop it. And Nancy says, clapping with love, Rita Queen. Yvonne, everyone's journey is different, but we all came to ONPASSIVE for the money. But in the same time, we found ourselves, we found a family.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
We found a purpose. Yes.
Yep,
So true.
we
Thank
did.
you so much, Nancy. Thank you. And everyone who charts their own course and follows it is usually considered abnormal. Yep, I was. They say, but thank God my grandmother said, yep, you are abnormal. Never be normal. You are abnormal. Thank God for that being abnormal.
Exactly. Exactly.
Aziza, thank you again for being with us here today. Rock Red Countdown Lift Off. Thank you so much. Thank you for that contribution. And we have Doma here says, my journey of ONPASSIVE started from July 2020. Is 2021, I believe, with the
Yes.
era 2021. Since then, there is always full of surprises, excitement, motivation, and inspiration in my life. Learning so many things from the leaders. Yes, we are learning from you too. We are learning a lot. You are equally a leader. We are learning from you as well. So thank you so much for sharing that with us.
That's another thing that ONPASSIVE has said, right? We are each and everyone. He doesn't have any hierarchy here, Mr. Mufara, right? We're all leaders. And that's what he wants to make us know, that he's going to make us all heroes in our world, right?
Yes, yes.
Whether it's our own small little sphere in our villages or whether it's on top of the world, he doesn't make any distinction. Do your part.
Yes.
Don't be waiting for somebody else to lead you. You are a leader. You're alive. You're a leader. That's what leaders are. And especially if you want to serve. Servant leaders, they are the most precious things on this earth.
Yep. Yep. And this is what we are doing here. Everybody here is a leader because it takes a special heart and special people to be able to do what you guys are doing here. Those are the qualities and characteristics of a leader. And nobody should tell you that you're not a leader, because you are. You are. Yes. And God gave that mantle, that crown for us to be leaders. And this is what we are doing here. So we are all leaders. We're inspiring one another. But our great leader, Mr. Ash Mufara, is doing the best so that we can keep following him with our own leadership in our own different endeavors. So thank you so much, Mr. Barilla.
Yes.
And was it Lepka? I think so. Yeah. Doma Lepka.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Mr. Barilla says, everyone, our company name is typed and spelled like this. ONPASSIVE, not small letters. Please do. Too many are typing ONPASSIVE. It is ONPASSIVE. Please learn this. ONPASSIVE, big letters, okay? Thank you so much. And Sarah says, in life, some of us take risk.
Yep.
Life is risky. You chewing your food is risky. You don't know if you're going to bite your tongue or not. Everything in life is risky. If you don't take risks, you don't know if you're going to win or not. Yes.
That's right.
Thanks, Brother John. OnPassive is bold, like all the affiliates. Bold. Yes. Thank you. And welcome to One Global Movement. Speak with Heart. Please type your thoughts about your OnPassive journey here in the chat. Contribute to the conversation. Yes, thank you. And we have Aminar Rahman. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for being here with us. Whoever talk to you about One Global Movement, you are welcome here. This is where we speak with heart and we take action towards helping our children and young people and, of course, families. Thank you so much for being here with us. Come again and encourage others to come with you. With whispers, another poem. With whispers, soft, unheard before, a gentle touch, unseen, unknown, unpassive spreads, a silent low, a world transformed, forever grown. Yep.
Very nicely done,
I love
Mr.
those
EP.
poems. I really love this poem.
Yeah.
And we have Ramu Begari 48. Will that be
Yeah.
your name? Thank you so much for being with us here. If you are new, you're highly welcome into this family. We appreciate you. Please, all of you who are new and even the old ones, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to One Global Movement, because that is going to help One Global Movement grow. And when it grows in YouTube, it's also growing the children, because every proceeds from One Global Movement is going to be invested in children in the world. So go ahead and subscribe if you have not already done so. Thank you so much. And hashtag OnPassive, hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag Catmo. Yes,
Mm-hmm. There you
never
go.
forget about that. Thank you. If I start talking about my journey in OnPassive, I will not stop for $97. I received my doctorate degree in the little time in OnPassive. I have learned so much, and I found a wonderful family worldwide. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful. Yep.
It's good to hear that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Very good. Yeah.
Yes. And self-care is part of the hashtag OnPassive journey, because we have to stay well in order to do the work to ensure we all win at the game of life. Finally, yes, self-care is number one. Remember,
Yeah.
your health is your wealth. If you do
Mhm.
not have that health, what else is there? You can have anything else, right?
No,
So
you
that
can't.
is very important. So
Mhm.
Sabia says, correct, Nancy Jody, it is beyond money. So
Yes, it is.
hashtag OnPassive is a gentle giant. That's my son's name, Gentle Giant.
There
Yeah,
you go.
OnPassive is a gentle giant. True. That is so
Yeah.
true. Thank you. Hashtag Ashmufara, hashtag OnPassive, hashtag a strong, wait,
Astronomical. Astronomical.
astronomical,
Yes.
hashtag
Do or die.
more do or die daily.
Yeah.
Hashtag in it to win it. Oh my goodness. Brother Levy, you're bringing some hashtags that are so great and interesting. I love that.
Yes.
And then let's go down here. We have Nancy says, hello, my hashtag OnPassive families. Hashtag One Global Movement families. Hashtag we have, what is that? We have enough of love to
Oh, to
share.
share. Love to share.
Nancy
Love,
is
love to share.
French, and bear with her. She is French.
Oh,
She is a French.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes,
she's a
yes.
French lady here. Thank you so much, Nancy. Yes, we have enough love to share, just like we have enough of everything. And of course, Ballyhoo Pushpin Media, Sister Sharon is here, who is the only female mentor right now for One Global Movement. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for the tremendous work that you're doing, even behind the scene. When I am sleeping, you are up creating. But thank you so much for everything. Hello,
Thank you,
Sister Dr.
sister.
Mundi, Sister Yvonne Finn, hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag Ash Mufare, only good news. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
And we have Shiva Shankar. How are you? Good night, sweet dreams, ma'am. Good night, sweet dreams. And good afternoon from this end. And I wish you sweet dreams and your children and all the children around you. Thank you so much for being with us here today. We love you. Thank you. And Sir AP says, well said, Yvonne Finn. Eradicate those corruption and correct it through goodness. That is the only way. That is the
Yes.
only best way. And thank God Mr. Ash Mufara is showing the way for us to follow. And then we have Shamila. How are you, Shamila? Thank you so much for being with us here today. We highly appreciate you coming in and help other people to come. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and press the notification bell or turn it on, and also the big thumbs up. So thank you so much. We have Daljit. Daljit, how are you? Thank you so much. I want to make sure that I take my time to pronounce those names.
Yes.
Bite
That's
my
good.
tongue because they are
Yes.
beautiful names, but we have to learn to pronounce them well. So thank you so
Exactly.
much for being with us here. We highly appreciate you, and come again. And then
Mhm.
embracing means to clasp to one's bosom. And that is what we have all done here with our phenomenal hashtag ONPASSIVE. We have
Yes.
really embraced it to the core
Yes.
and
We have.
hold. If you have not, please don't miss out, because what you put in is exactly what you're going to get out. And so we want
Yes.
to put in more so that we can get excess, right? So that would be
Mhm.
the thing to do. And I think of Noah's Ark, hashtag Ashmufare. Ooh, that is a good example. I love
That's
that.
a good one too.
That
Yeah.
is a very
Exactly.
beautiful one. Brother
Yeah.
Ash, Noah, building the ark and putting in all the animals one after the other to represent all of its kind and its species. This is
That's
exactly what God
it. Yeah.
instructed Noah to do.
Yeah.
And Mr. Ashmufara has done that here, putting us in this beautiful ark to transform humanity is the best thing ever. So thank you so much for bringing that example up, Sister Sharon. Thank you.
Mhm.
Hashtag unpassive is written all in caps. Please, please. Let us keep reminding ourselves so that we can brand our company well the way it is supposed to be. So thank you. We have Beauty Pavine. How are you, Beauty Pavine? I love unpassive. So Beauty Pavine, make sure you write it in big capital letters, okay? Thank you so
Mhm.
much for being with us here today. You are welcome and you are loved. And Sarah says, thank Unpassive for us to have such a beautiful family. I love that. We all love that. And let us love it with big capital letters, Unpassive. So thank you so much. And hello, John is always correcting us here because he's the managing director. He's not going to let everything go free because this is our company. We are big. We are the biggest. In fact, we want to make sure that we write everything in uppercase letter, big capital letters, really big,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
that is what we are saying here. So thank you so much. And you're going to go down here. And this is ST Official. I love Unpassive Family. Thank you so much, ST, for writing Unpassive in capital letters, just the way ST Official has written it. And the ST Official, I'm just wondering if there's a way that you can bring your name instead of the name of your company or something, because it would be nice for these children to know you and know all of us by name, because tomorrow they're going to know us anyway. So we want to make sure that they know our names. But if there's no way to do that, I don't know, but let us try to do it with our names. Thank you so much. And today, Roblin Live discussed about alkaline water machine. We may need to study about it for future generations.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Wherever.
why
Yeah.
not? Why not? That was such a good thing that it was discussed there. I love that. We're going to
Yeah.
discuss about everything. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, we
Yeah.
bring this topic. Maybe say AP, you can come and talk about that. How about that?
Yeah.
That would be so nice. So thank you. And Sarah says, I have my grandson account, but I can't really recover that account. I need help. It has not been easy. I will
Okay.
refer you to a Dream Team on Sundays. Dream Team, they're
Yes.
doing a tremendous job in helping people that are finding difficulties with their account. If you
Yeah.
can attend Dream Team on Sunday, they go live at 11:45.
No. Oh, okay. I was gonna say 12:45 because I'm here, but check out your own time wherever you are. I mean, where? What country are you in, Sarah?
Yeah.
I can send them. I can put the link in here if that's gonna help. I don't know if it's ready
Yeah,
yet.
put the link in there. So yeah,
Yeah.
Dream Team is specialized in helping people. Okay, they will help you better than we can do it here because they specialize in that. There are
Excuse
experts
me.
there that can help in that. Okay, thank you
Yeah.
so much for bringing that up here. We are here to help one another, but if what we don't know how to do well, we will refer it to where it can be done well. So Dream Team can do that very well, and they are on Sundays at 11:45 Eastern Daytime.
Yeah.
So calculate it like Sister Yvonne said, according to the time of your region, and you go there and you attend. They will take the time to help you. Thank you so
Ab-
much.
Absolutely. Yes.
Hello,
That's
everyone. The Mandra Ravasa. Thank you so much for being with us. Hashtag ONPASSIVE, hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag We Are in it to win it. And with the hashtag, let us put everything together. Like One Global Movement, everything has to come together. Let us not separate it. And then we are in it to win it. Let it also come together. We are so in it to win it. Put it together because that is the only way that the the artificial intelligence is going to be able to read it the way that it will make sense and meaning and continue to help us. So, yes, thank you so much. And what is this? It says, Yvonne, Maria, just we would love to learn more about Cabo Verde. Yes, of course, we'd like to learn about that. And I'm going to take a picture of it and go learn it. And Cabo Verde consists of two island groups, Barlavento and Sotavento. It shares maritime borders with Gambia, Guinea, Bissau. Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Bissau, Mauritania, and Senegal. They keep creating these little pieces of places. I don't know what for, but this is new. But thank you so much. We learn about new things every day, and I'm glad that it shares borders with Guinea-Bissau, Gambia, which are places that I know, Mauritania, and Senegal. I know all of these places. Thank you so much for educating us. Keep coming. Do you guys speak French? Do you speak French? I
it
think,
sounds like it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So yes. So let us know. We will learn about it, and because we're going to be serving the children there, keep building your team of children there and families, and encourage them to be here. Because when time comes, we will not find it difficult to reach those islands and everywhere in the world. So thank you so much. We have Pankaj Saho. Yes. Hello, ma'am. We love you as well. We have Ekanath Neleka. Ekana Neleka. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. And we are also putting our hands together. Come again and encourage other people to come with you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sister Balihu. I hope you are enjoying this awesome weather we are finally having.
That's me.
It rained last night, and I'm
Did it?
so happy because our little lake is so full and clean, and the ducks
Oh,
are
I
on top
love
of it.
that.
I can't wait to go out and start taking my pictures and my little view.
Oh,
I love it. I just go and stare at the waves. Like I just
yeah.
so lost into this little lake here. I'm like, oh my God.
That is so nice.
It
Yes.
is. It is very nice. It is. And Obey it. Reman, how are you? Thank you so much, sir, for being with us here today. Mr. Ash Mufaris says, start his lecture. Please tell to me, ma'am. I love how you guys really are determined to write even though you speak different languages. This is what it means. Everybody has to be here. Write in whatever language you can. With time, we are going to have interpreters all over because when we are going to be reaching out to these children, it's going to be in their culture, in their language, the one that they understand the best. But we're going to be doing that with interpreters. So thank you so much. But who knows? Apps are going to come in on passive where you just put the thing there and it goes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Katik, how are you, Katik? It's been a while. How are you? We are hoping that you're doing well, but thank you for taking the time again to be here with us today. We highly appreciate you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for everything. And
Yes.
Sir AP, I don't have deep knowledge about alkaline water machine. Not in our use. We are using only RO. That's okay. We're gonna learn it along. We don't a lot of these things, we're just gonna keep learning them, right? And I'm sure
Yeah.
there are people in here that will know things about these alkaline machines. Thank you so much. And Padma Roy, how are you, sir? Thank you for being with us here today. And we highly appreciate you. Come again and encourage everyone around you to be here, especially our young people and children. And feel free to come with your children here. And Katik says hashtag unpassive, hashtag Mr. Mufari. Thank you so much for everyone. And if you have not already subscribed, please do so that whenever we go live, you will know immediately when we go live. So please do best to do so and also share it with other people around the world. Make sure don't keep it to yourself. One Global Movement is for every child. No child is going to be left behind between the age of 1 day old and 26 years old. Let us do this together. And of course, we have to also do it for the parents, the adults, and the caregivers. So thank you guys so much for a wonderful, beautiful sharing and contribution. We love you all. And do you have anything to say, sister? As you was
I was trying to put the link inside there for the person who asked for it, but it, I'm telling you, it's going to cause a problem. I need to figure out what is wrong with it, and we need to speak to Brady because it's blocking any kind of link. I can't put a link in there. So
okay. I've never tried that before, so I don't know. But I will also say, if you're listening to this and you have any problem of any kind with your OnPassive accounts, go to the back office every Sunday. You will see Dream Team. It is written there, beautifully decorated with great graphics. Dream
yes,
Team. Go there and you will see it every Sunday and sign in and present your challenge. They are going to take the time to make sure that they help you and you also understand so that you can also help another person when you understand it. All right.
yes,
So
yes,
every Sunday is Dream Team.
yes,
But for us
yes.
here, we will not be able to really do it the way that is supposed to be done. And we have other people that are so skilled in that. So go to Dream Team and make sure that it is done. Thank you, everyone. And
Thank you.
peace. Thank you guys so much. We've come to the end of our Winning Wednesday webinar. We encourage you all to come again if you can, but take good care of yourselves first. Make sure you are eating right. You are eating well. You are feeding your children well with love first. Feed your children with love and feed them the right food. Make sure you take good care of your health and make sure you are also extending your love and care to children and other families around you, especially those that are unable to do it for themselves. Even giving a pen or a pencil to a child that needs it makes a great difference. Or
Yes,
taking a bag of potatoes, no matter how small they are, taking it to the next door neighbor, or even giving something, making them comfortable to ask for things from you is one of the ways that we can start helping. And when One Global Movement is here, we are going to be the footprints of destiny all over the world. And of course, we are descending from OnPassive because without OnPassive, we'll not be able to do what we are doing here,
right.
the way that we are doing it. So thank you guys so much. And always remember to teach yourself and your children and all of us to stay focused, stay encouraged, stay empowered, and always believe in endless possibilities. We love you all and see you at
Thank
8
you.
p.m.
Thank
Eastern
you.
Time. Remember, One Global Movement is twice a day, Monday through Friday, at 1 p.m. Eastern Daytime and at 8 p.m. Eastern Daytime. 8 p.m. should be around 7 a.m. in India or in other parts of the world, but convert it to your own time. We love
Yes,
you.
yes.
And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming.
Yes,
Ah,
yes,
that was
we
a
see
good.
children and women with help on passive family. Yes, of course.
Yep,
All
we
right, that
do.
was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.